We're going to record the water spray-off test for this grease, Onyx, in LGI2. Carmen has already taken the weight for the bare plate, the blank plate. She's got that written down. That's our first weight. Now she's going to apply the grease. I'll come around this side. The purpose of this test is to see how sticky the grease is, how it clings to metal, resists being emulsified and pushed off by water. It's a pretty severe test, and any grease that can do better than 40% loss, in other words 40% of the grease removed, that's doing pretty well. She uses that tool to make sure that the thickness of the grease is consistent on the plate. She didn't like the way that worked out, so she's going to take another run at it, right, Carmen?
Yes.
Yep, that looks pretty good right now. There's a little cleanup. I mentioned that 40% loss or better is a good result. Anything below 30 is very good. Anything below about 25% is excellent. And those percentage numbers represent amount of grease lost after the plate has been hit by a spray of water for 5 minutes. She takes her second weight with the grease on. Oops. Okay. The plate goes into a holder and then into this machine, and the water is sprayed from above. There we go. Now we're not going to show the whole 5 minutes. We'll cut off after a few seconds and then come back after 5 minutes. The 5 minutes is up. We're going to pull out the plate. She's only wiping off excess water here, not removing any grease. Okay, and then that goes in the oven where it'll stay for an hour. And again, we won't tape the whole hour, obviously. We'll come back in 60 minutes. And that's at 66 Celsius, and we'll be back in about an hour. All right, I got the call from Carmen that the hour is up. And we'll take the final weight. Oops, pardon me. Making noise here in the background. Okay, Carmen and I are going to go off and do some number crunching. So we'll cut off now and cut back on when we have some numbers. Okay, Carmen has done her calculations. And what you've done is you've calculated the weight. This was the weight of the
That's the weight of the
blank
panel.
The blank panel.
Mm-hmm.
The panel with the grease on it was next. And then after it was hit with water for 5 minutes.
And in the oven for an hour.
To dry it off, yeah, okay. And wow, 1.3% loss. You know, the data sheet we see it says something like 9%. That's great. Okay, thank you.
All right.